Welcome to the Creators Show. We're here today with the uprising company called Rack Productions. Hello guys.
Hi.
So you have just finished filming your new movie The Hunt. During this process, what new equipment have you used and did you come across any problems?
We wanted this production to look so professional, and we had difficulties using some basic equipment because we had never had previous access to it. For example, the boom and the mic and the recorder. For example, the recorder was really hard to use because of all the buttons and we didn't know the functions of the buttons. But after a while we got used to it and it became more simple to use, and it just enhanced our production. However, sometimes we had to rely on the camera for sound, which during editing led to a lot of technical difficulties, I'm afraid.
What trouble did camera microphone cause you?
Well, because we only used the camera microphone, there was a lot of hissing and crackling in the audio, which we had a lot of difficulty editing and filming. For example, when a person was just sitting, all you could hear was hissing, and this causes the most trouble because in some scenes, when we had a dialogue going on, two people talking, you could hear the hissing, and when we had to edit a bit out of dialogue, this left us a little gap with no sound. But so we had to put in a bit of crackling noise from a different shot to put in that missing hissing gap to don't cause any continuity errors. Realistically speaking, this should never happen because there shouldn't be any hissing in the first place, and we would avoid this using a boomer, but we didn't have one. Also, to fix this a bit, we tried to use different effects on the editing software we used, such as the denoiser and the decrackler effects. But this reduced it a bit, but not completely, which didn't give us the effect we desired, and we weren't completely satisfied with it. But there was nothing we could do. Also, in some scenes, the crackling was so bad that it was just better for us to film another shot, just the audio. For example, in the first scene where you hear a person coming in and you could hear the footsteps, we had to film that on another day, just film someone coming through the door. And also, our actress Mary over here was a bit quiet in some scenes, so we had to re-record her saying what happened, and the last line of audio, The Hunt, had to be filmed again and put in there. So it was quite a challenge.
Understandable.
I heard this is your first time using studio lights. How did that go?
We've never used the studio lights before, so it took us a while to try and get the hang of how to put them together and use them. But once we got the hang of it, they were easier to use.
But it worked out then. That's great. So during the editing process, did you use old software that you did for the preliminary tasks, or did you use any new ones?
For our preliminary tasks, we used Serif, an old, outdated editing software which is very simple and easy to use. And for our coursework, we used Adobe Premiere Pro, which was a very high editing software. It was so high up, it was so technical, it took us a long time to get used to, and that was, I think, our most difficult situation that we overcome. And however, when editing, we realised that we didn't have like a shot of the room that was just like for background noise, so we could put that in. So we had to go and out of our way whilst editing and go and record just a shot of a empty room, just to not have any hissing. There was also a lot of continuity errors because of the editing software. However, overall, Adobe Premiere Pro was a much better editing software, and we do not regret changing editing software, even though it did take quite a while to get used to.
Are there any other challenges that you've come across while whilst filming?
During filming, we found that a lot of the cameras would die halfway through using them. So we wasted a lot of time having to go and find new cameras that had a lot of battery in. And because we only had an hour to film our whole final piece, it held us back a lot. So we know that for next time we would need to carry around spare batteries and perhaps spare cameras as well.
We also learned how to use different kinds of equipment, and we hadn't used a tripod much before, so we worked out how to use the different types of shots and how to work out the pan and the crane shot by using the handle, the tilt handle.
Well, thank you so much guys for coming. Good luck on your new project. Thank you for coming on our show, and we'll see you next time on The Creative Show.